sounded like a commercial.
That was great.
Sorry.
Isn't that the beginning of Sweet Leaf?
No.
We're going to get some classic rock going on. Hi, everybody.
Hi! She's back!
We are in an A.M.O.K frame of mind, I guess, because everything's gone just a little weird, and it's working.
I was getting into the beat of our intro.
Everything was fine until we went into tuberculosis sanatorium reenactments over here.
What can I say? I took the inhale.
I was going to start an EVP session for the hospital.
All right.
Well, yeah.
Hey, everybody. Question: did you miss me?
Yeah, we always miss you, Adrian.
Yeah.
See, even my dog missed you. Look.
No, we tried to make it to the hotel in time so I could join the broadcast, but by the time we got there, it was already 7:30, and hadn't had a chance to check in or anything like that. By the time I was through with that, it was already, had 15 minutes left of the show. So I tried to ask my questions. I was being ignored.
I was seeing you. I popped them up there.
We asked the questions. No.
Actually, we didn't have to.
I lied. Shah asked the questions by poking him up on the screen.
Exactly. I poked him up on the screen, and he was reading them.
Mike read the questions.
Yeah.
I know.
He's very active.
I'm looking for an Egyptian Bigfoot, and I think I get to give me an answer.
I think he was trying to go around that. I don't know.
I think the bottom line he said was no.
Yeah.
Not unless they were hairy jinn.
Oh, I thought maybe he'd say something like
that. Isn't that what he said?
He did say that. Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Anubis would have big feet.
Possibly.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said the Sphinx.
That's right. He did.
I did pull from Kansas events. If you guys would like to do those,
we would love to hear them.
Okay, the only event going on in Oklahoma that I know of is Renaissance Festival. There.
Right there.
So we'll talk a little bit about it.
And you should go if it's not raining. It's great.
Yes.
Okay, so May 30th, 31st, and June 1st, we have Pickin' on the Plains Bluegrass Festival in Colby, Kansas. And you can go to their website, Pickin' on the Plains Bluegrass, for more info on that and ticket prices and things like that. And then Saturday, June 14th, 7:45 a.m. at the temple in Salina, there's paranormal investigation. And it's for ages 18 and up. It includes Investigating 101, Communication with Spirit using divination tools, and more. And that's with the mysterious Mike and Sam and Erica. And
I'm not old enough for that one.
Tickets, did I say what ticket price was for that? It's $90 a person. And it's a 160,000 square foot venue, the temple is.
Wow.
Yeah.
160,000 square feet?
Yeah, it's huge.
Wow.
400 by 400? Wow.
Yes. And then Saturday, June 21st, there's a tween teen ghost hunt at McIntyre Villa with the mysterious Mike and Sam. And if you're under 18, which for the teen thing, you do have to have a parent or a legal guardian with you. And then the Kansas City Ren Fest is Saturdays and Sundays, August 30th through October 12th. Plus Labor Day. So, and it's rain or shine, and it's kcrenfest.com for more info. And then August 2nd, 2025 is the Kansas City Paracon at Leavenworth Masonic Lodge in Leavenworth, Kansas, sponsored by our guest tonight, which is APEX Paranormal and also Strange Paranormal. And we're super excited about this one because Bordertown Paranormal is going to be vending there, which I'm part of. And we'll be promoting our Paracon and podcast, and we're going to make sure that we promote A.M.O.K as well. And then Saturday, September 27th is the 7th annual Bordertown Paracon in Caney, woohoo, which is my group. We've got lots of great speakers and vendors being lined up, and it's free to the public for ages 12 and up. So that's what we've got going on in Kansas. And Morgan's here to visit with us tonight, and we'll talk more about her stuff that's coming up. And I was going to say something else about that too, and it just flew right out of my mind.
That I messed that up last week.
What's that?
Asking Mike what he had coming up, I had to put it in on the link.
I know what it is. If I'm right, and Morgan can correct me if I'm wrong, I think you guys have a ghost hunt coming up at the Kansas.
Something in Kansas.
She can tell us when she gets here.
I think she's here.
She is here.
Parakeet.
Morgan is here.
No, it's not the parakeet.
Morgan's here.
Yeah.
Parakeet.
Good Lord.
What?
You said parakeet?
I said parakeet.
Should we just bring? Should we just bring her in? And
why don't we ask her?
That's it. The Kansas.
Yeah, because
what a segue.
Whatever we're doing, we're destroying it. We'll stop the A.M.O.K-ness and bring Morgan in. Hi, Morgan.
There we go.
Hi. How are you guys?
I think she's laughing hysterically.
She's like, why am I on the show?
And it's parakeet, right?
Penitentiary?
Yes. Thank you. Wow, that hurt.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. Sorry if y'all see weird faces. I got something going on in the background. I have no idea what it is or where it's at.
Stop it.
So welcome to the show, Morgan. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Are you prepared for this, Morgan?
As prepared as I'm ever going to be. Got this.
Yeah. Well, the great thing about this show is you really don't have to be.
No.
Prepared.
Okay.
That's true. I'm
down with that.
Go A.M.O.K with us.
That's right.
You see what I did there?
You're part of APEX Paranormal. Can you tell us a little bit more about your group? Like how long have you been together and where are you from?
Okay. So APEX Paranormal has been around, I believe, for like 11, 12, 13 years, somewhere there. I've been a part of the group for about a year and a half, and we host a lot of events in the Kansas City area, both on the Kansas and Missouri side. And then the rest of the time, we travel around the country and film episodes for the Apex Chronicles, which is also on YouTube. And you should totally watch it because it's amazing. We visited the Beast in the West Bottoms of Kansas City. And do you want to know if a haunted house is actually a haunted house? You should watch that episode.
All right.
It's called the Beast.
The Beast Haunted Attraction. Yep.
Okay, got it.
We did. It's so funny because one of the first places that we did as a team, this is way back, was a haunted house attraction for the Boys and Girls Club here in town.
Yeah.
And they were setting up the haunted stuff and things were going on. So like, and freaked them out. So they contacted us and we did get a cool EVP that they ended up incorporating into one of their scenes. So it's pretty funny.
That is not uncommon to have a haunted house within a real haunted venue.
Hey, that's awesome.
I have seen so many, and you never know what they're going to do. You plug something in, you unplug it, they come back and it's plugged back in again. It's like, dude, stop it. But go ahead, continue. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Oh, you didn't interrupt me. I am perfectly fine.
That's what we do.
So the Beast, yes, that's where we filmed one of our episodes. We have a few more lined up for this year to film. Our latest episode is the Madison Seminary one. You should also go and watch that. It's amazing. Okay. We traveled there, and it was very, very cold out. Sorry, that's my dog. He's noisy.
Okay, I was saying that wasn't me.
We would have blamed Shauna, so it's cool. You should have not said anything, and we would have blamed her.
That's the hounds.
Yeah. Okay, it's Shauna's dog. It's not my dog right now.
It's her hounds from hell. There you go.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are hounds from hell, especially when they want to go chase the neighbors.
So that's
the cat barks. It's the barking cat.
I love it.
Don't make that noise. Yeah.
Oh my God. Madison Seminary, cool place.
Yes, it's
So it's the
amazing.
Apex Chronicles. Is that what it's called?
Apex Chronicles, yes.
Okay, I'm going to put
Okay.
it in
On
our chat
YouTube.
so we know for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely go check it out. The episodes are amazing.
Awesome.
If I do say so myself, we have a few more coming up soon that I'm excited and I can't wait for people to watch them. Oh,
That's pretty awesome. How many
Like, I want to talk about it
episodes?
so bad.
How many episodes do you have?
a lot. I don't
A
know. I've
lot.
only been
Well,
in 3.
I want
haven't
an exact
counted.
number, and I want an exact
that
number
is
now.
that is a perfect number. A lot.
A lot,
A lot.
and
Yeah,
it will
that-
give
it's
you
a math.
plenty of hours of watching time. So,
Okay,
so you should do that. Yeah,
I'm gonna check it out.
I
Sounds like you've been
appreciate.
to. Sounds like you've been to a lot of places that some of us have been to. So that's great.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Madison
So you said
Seminary.
you've been
That's
with
a long
Apex
way.
for you said about a year and a half.
About a year and a half, yes.
Were you
So,
involved with the paranormal before Apex?
I went to a lot of events with Apex, and just any like haunted event I could find. And, once you become familiar with people and talk to people, because I have no problem talking to people. I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
It's what I do for a living. I just talk to people all day long.
Nice.
Um, and
Congratulations.
I'm talking to people all day long. Or for surviving
For being a
teacher.
teacher, yeah. My daughter-in-law is a teacher, so I can understand.
Yeah. So
Two
yeah.
daughters.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you're a teacher.
So you were just
do I?
what you say, Pam?
What grades do you teach?
I teach high school science, so
Oh, girl, you got.
I don't
That's a tough
teach
crowd.
freshmen. I teach sophomore biology, and then any kids who haven't taken it, and then I teach environmental science and anatomy and physiology. So
Oh yeah, you tough cookie. She got it.
Yeah,
You're tough.
that's a tough. High
Thanks.
schoolers are a tough crowd. So
Yeah, my son told me, he goes, Mom, you should be a teacher. I said, for where? He goes, for my high school. I said, you're kidding. I'd hurt somebody. I'd get fired from my mouth.
Oh,
our feelings would get
without a
hurt
doubt.
all the time.
Yes. I'd be
So-
like, what are you?
Oh, I ask them
Right,
what they're doing
right.
all the time. Like, what are you doing? Why did you just do that? Just stop.
They'd be mad at me because phones would be going into a box. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be a good teacher.
So
You
one
would be
thing I
fine.
really want to hear about is more about the upcoming Paracon that you guys are going to do. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So, Paracon is coming up. It was August 2nd. They are doing a venue investigation through the other paranormal group that is there on the Friday and Saturday. But Apex is hosting an investigation at the Kansas State Penitentiary with some ghost hunter celebrities, Dustin Pari. Oh, I don't want to say her name wrong. Raquel and Brian.
Oh,
I
Rachel.
like Raquel.
Rachel.
I'm sorry.
Is it Rachel?
I'm sorry. No. Rochelle.
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 Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Rochelle
I
and
apologize.
Brian.
I apologize. For some
Brian.
reason I have it stuck in my head and I say her name wrong every time and I'm so sorry. I got to get that corrected by August cuz that's going to be embarrassing if I
Yeah.
just call her by the wrong name all day long.
Just make sure to call her the wrong name every time. Just go through a whole cycle of different female names.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I
Rachel,
know-
Raquel, Rochelle.
Well,
What's
you
your
can-
name at this minute? No.
You can
That's
combine
why
the
we hand
two.
out
And
name tags. Make sure they have name tags on.
Oh
there
my
you go.
gosh.
Brian. Actually, I know both of them. They're from my area.
Okay.
But Brian refers to themselves as Brichelle, which is the
Rochelle. So I can just call
Two
him
of
that and
them.
I would be fine.
You'd be
Yeah.
Brian and Rochelle.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've never done investigations with him, so I'm excited about that. I have done one with Dustin Pari, and he is just an amazing speaker and so fun during investigations. I know we released
Justin's
a
a
few
great
more
guy.
tickets for it. Yeah.
Yeah, he really is.
So,
He's one of my favorite paranormal dudes.
oh
so.
yeah, he is great.
I have yet to meet him. I've met Joe Chin, but I have not met him yet, and I would love to.
Well, you know what? He's going to be at Kansas State Penitentiary on
I
August 2nd.
can't. I'm going to the Aurora brothel on the 2nd, or I would totally
that's
be
gonna
there.
Be amazing too.
It
I haven't been there
is.
yet, but hopefully
I'm
Joe's
stoked.
one day.
See, they're big
Did
losers.
you-
They already had this plan.
She
No,
said
actually,
Dustin's
we
going to
had
be
this
there.
plan.
Okay,
Yeah, we got
okay.
Dustin. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's super
Nice.
exciting. I can't wait for that. And they did open up a few more tickets for our VIP investigation. So people should hop
Ooh.
on that like now because they sold out super fast last time. So
I'll have to look into
Nice.
that. I know we're going to be up there.
That's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. That's a good
Yeah,
group
I
of
had
people.
found out about the brothel before this. And then when I found out about this, I was like, I'm not going to get to go. Okay.
Yeah.
Darn it.
And they're like we haven't had any other celeb ghost hunters at Kansas State Penitentiary, so they're going to be the first ones
Oh, that's exciting.
Nice.
there. In this investigation coming up at the end of May 30th. You
Yes.
should buy tickets for that too because they just recreated the gallows. And this will be our first time there with the gallows recreated. They have the original ones, but they're off in another museum. So they did a replica of it and
That's
it's really
cool.
exciting. So
So how
That
long
sounds
has
okay.
Leavenworth actually been closed as a prison? Or parts of it still open?
so the Lansing or I'm sorry. Yeah. Kansas State Penitentiary, the other side is still open. It's still an active prison. So you can definitely see the boundaries between like where we can actually go to investigate because literally right over the wall, right over, you know, they're there. The prisoners are still
You
there.
know,
So
a
it
lot of
closed
prisoners are that way
during,
at the old ones.
yeah. So the part we investigate actually closed during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020.
Hasn't been there.
After the big riots took place, and it's actually the C cell house. So not the segregation unit, but there's another unit above it. So at that time, they decided to move everybody over to the newer prison. So it hasn't been closed too terribly long. So, and we found out with newer places that have just opened up for investigating, we get a big burst of activity. So, and there's 5 places within the penitentiary that we investigate at this time. And hopefully more of them will open up for us as they start cleaning out things and more money comes in for them to do all the like not rehab, but just cleaning it up,
Clean up.
making it okay for people to tour it. So
Yeah,
That's
that's
awesome.
wild. Where were we? We were at what's the other pen that we went to? Missouri State Pen.
Missouri State.
Missouri
Yeah,
State.
that they
oh
were opening it. Yeah,
That is amazing. I'm ready to go back.
Oh
yeah.
my
I guess
gosh, I
some of
was
it was
just
closed.
there last month. Oh my gosh.
So
We
what?
had
Oh, man.
How did it
amazing
go when
experience.
you were there? Was it pretty good?
Oh, it was so much fun. I can tell you where the bottom floor under death row, I can't remember the name that they called it, but the psychiatric unit, we
Oh,
actually
yeah.
had I was sitting in one of the cells, other people were just, sitting around and we were asking questions. We were getting cat ball activities, some stuff on the music box, and then we heard an audible laugh, like
That's awesome.
a Joker audible laugh. And
Oh my
I
gosh.
stood up, went out of that cell. I'm like, okay, who did it? Who's messing with me? And they're like, you heard it too? And I'm like, well, yeah, someone was laughing right outside the cell, but all of us heard it. Um, maybe it was coming from death row, maybe it was coming from one of the other cells. So, of course, we had someone like a group investigating up in the units above the death row. And so I radioed up to her and I'm like, hey, is anybody like laughing, cackling, doing whatever up there? And nobody was.
Wow.
But right before that happened, the investigator, her name is Ashley, she like turned a corner and someone scared her and they kind of giggled about it. But after that happened, I had radioed right after that. And so maybe they were laughing at them and we just heard it. I don't know. But that was amazing. And then I had someone chase me up on the second tier of one of the cell houses. Like we were getting ready to change areas. And so I was doing to make sure, like cleaned up all the equipment, gathered everybody up. I was on my last loop around, and then something like reached out, tapped me like on my hip. So I turned around thinking it was somebody. It was nobody. So I started walking faster, and then something kept like kind of like tapping me, and I could feel something behind me. So I started walking real fast, and I didn't realize there were people watching me from below. And they go, something's chasing you. And I'm like, yes.
They actually saw it?
Yes.
Oh my
That's
Yes.
pretty
They
goodness.
said
awesome.
they like saw something like you're
Wow.
chasing me. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I felt it. I didn't see anything, but I felt it. So, and that was my first thing there. And it was absolutely like, oh man, I cannot wait to go back. It was so much fun.
It
We want to
is.
go back too. When we were
I'm
there,
ready to go back.
they had what that whole one whole section was closed to us because they were tearing the building
That
down behind it.
that
So
build
Oh, okay.
Solid
that
Spirit or
building
Death
you're
Row,
talking about.
yeah,
Death
yeah.
Row
Yeah.
was it
We
was
didn't get to go
closed,
into
and
there.
that's my favorite building there.
Oh, it
I've
is
been
so pretty.
I've been there 9
It's so,
times, and that
Wow.
particular building, when you go in that first floor, you were in the basement, but in that first floor, my buddy and I were at the very end, and it was about, we were there till like 4 a.m., but it was about
wow.
3:15 ish, whatever. We're sitting down there doing a session, and we heard something. So he went down the hall. I thought it sounded like his daughter yelled. So he went down the hall. Next thing I hear him scooting back quickly with hard sole shoes. And I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" He yells my name, and he goes, "I'm gonna kill you." I'm like, "Well, this is a
Oh
prison.
God.
That's not a good place." So he comes running around the corner, not running, but quickly pacing. And
Mhm.
I said, "What are you yelling about?" And I look back, and he goes, "There's a 7-foot shadow chasing me." And
You
I'm
saw
like,
it?
he saw it, and I'm like, and
Oh.
I turned like this and looked. I said, "You mean the guy that's standing in the doorway?" And he goes, "I'm going to kill you. I am going to kill you." So he came over, and we're sitting there. He's facing it. I'm facing him. The shadow comes right behind me, standing right here. I could feel him. I could hear him. And I looked back and I said, "You mean?" I said, "You mean the guy right here?" He goes, "Yeah. What do we do?" I said, "Take all your stuff. Just start pushing it into your little basket. Put it in your shirt. I don't care where. Just grab it all. Start grabbing it, and then we're gonna go that way." So we went on the other side. We didn't know about the 7-foot guard. We did not see it. We did
Oh.
not see his German Shepherd because he walked around
Adrian,
with
didn't
German
you?
Shepherd. It was amazing, absolutely
Adrian,
amazing.
didn't you see something or hear something?
At Missouri State,
Yeah.
the only thing that I saw was when we were up on that the the
Was it A
it was
Hall?
yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you
Cat
call me again? But
Yeah,
yeah,
I told you.
we were on
Well,
the
well,
we were on the
I
third floor and we saw shadows moving on the other side.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I didn't really have any experience other than a little bit like that. And me as a skeptic, I'm like, okay, it's interesting, but is it something I don't know?
Yeah.
So
I had a lot of stuff with the spirit box, and then the gas chamber. That was
I'm looking to see if I can find that picture. Yeah, we were at the gas chamber. I got
Ooh.
overwhelmed and I never have issues like that. And we were inside, looking in. I had to leave. I had to go outside. And while I was outside, someone else took pictures. I think Ken and someone else was in there. Maybe Christina was in the actual gas chamber with you. Someone else took
Yeah.
a picture and they sent it later after we left and said, "Hey, does anybody recognize this?" And there's a shadow that's looking outside into the gas chamber.
Yeah. I'll
And
find.
we spent, oh my gosh, 5 hours probably trying to
like 2 days.
yeah, trying to figure out just that night, just trying to figure out who it was. We,
Yeah.
you know, excluded everyone. And so we go and find the guy that was supposed to have been executed at that time. And
Oh
it looks
wow.
like him. He
Okay.
had a defect in his forehead from where he tried to kill himself.
Can you?
Um,
Yeah. It was.
did you find the picture?
Yeah. I just sent it to our chat.
Oh,
It's
cool.
his
oh
name. His name. Oh, I can't. Where's that? His
Yeah,
name
there it
was
is.
Thomas Moore. We
Yeah, yeah,
were
yeah.
we were reenacting his sentence.
Oh wow. Okay.
that was our plan. Was
Well,
to
that was the
reenact.
night he died.
Yeah, it was
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it
the
was that
13th of was it September 13th or August 13th?
September.
September 13th of 1955 or six or something like that,
Yeah.
somewhere back in there. But yeah, he died at 12:09 a.m. on the 13th, and it for us it happened to be Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
So
perfect.
Yeah, it was. It was
well,
amazing.
It
well
was just,
here,
a really
here
cool time to do it.
I'll
I
send
really gotta find that video footage because that video footage is probably gonna be,
valuable.
yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just sent the other picture too. I don't know if you can grab them and nab them, but
you
Here's the
you
one.
acting like I can
I'm sharing that
navigate
one,
this.
Adrian, if you can grab it or put it on the screen. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
There's
What?
there's the shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mind blown.
yes,
And it looks like he has something over his face.
Like they have a
They
Yeah.
put that.
cloth or a mask or
Yeah.
something.
and
Oh,
you
That's
can
wow.
tell his
crazy.
shoulders are pulled back, so it looks like he's got his hands shackled behind him
Yes.
too. It was an amazing catch, and they I forget who that was.
It was Aaron and
Aaron.
Kim.
Yeah, I think
That's
Aaron
Aaron
got
right.
it.
Yeah.
Aaron caught the picture, and he took the picture about 5 minutes before I went in to reenact, along with the other person, to
Yeah.
reenact the death, the
Like
death
he was
sentence.
getting prepared to do his death.
It was amazing.
Did you get the other one, Adrian? I can't see. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
and,
Oh wow, that
uh,
counts like a skull on the floor. That's cool.
It
yeah,
does. But you
That
can
is
see
and
in
really
that
cool.
black window up
the
there.
Yeah, right
the
there.
person in the white window, that is a real person. That's one of our friends. But that's the picture that was taken. That's the original picture right there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was amazing.
Pretty wild.
I
Pretty
love
It
wild.
was
And there's
cool.
I love
So cool.
and there's no
investigating.
way anybody can be in that other window
No,
because
we
it's not
tried.
open to people. Like
It's
you could
not. That's the
only
little
see
closet.
those two windows. Yeah, like
Yeah.
oh wow, okay. That's
It
so much
was
fun.
so cool. Yeah.
Well, we're
Look
talking
how
about
big you are.
I'm
we're
big.
we're talking about going to
That's all messed up.
your penitentiary hopefully soon, right?
Yes,
I
that
would
would be
love
amazing.
to.
We want
I
to
can't
so bad.
I
Yeah.
Yeah.
can't wait for you guys to join us there. Oh my gosh, it's so much
I think it would
fun.
be a blast. I'm loud and obnoxious.
No, no way. I never
It's fun
knew
because we all,
you're a lie. You're just a liar. That's all.
we have the podcast, but we all have separate teams too that we
Yeah.
investigate with.
Oh, I love
So
that.
it's fun when we get to come
Yeah,
together to do
I'm
it.
actually wearing my investigating uniform.
I'm
That's
not.
right. No, I'm
No.
not
In
either.
my standard hoodie.
I'm wearing my neck thing.
I'm still
His
wearing my
neck
school
thing.
shirt that I wore to school today.
We won't tell anybody. Nobody will
Haven't
ever
changed
know.
clothes today.
Nobody will ever know
Oh my gosh.
It is
Yeah.
one of
We
those days
might.
for sure.
for
So
eons. Anyway, go
you
ahead.
said that you've been with Apex for about a year and a half.
Yes, I have.
How did you get with the group? How did that come about?
I just kept showing up at things and then Jenny, we actually met at like a haunted trolley ride up in Atchison. I like Atchison. I like
Mhm,
St. Joe.
mhm.
Um,
Yep.
because they're both super haunted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole town. Those two towns have.
In,
And so I
independence and independence also up that way. There you go.
um, and so Jenny and I started talking and we went around to all the little stops and just kept in contact. I kept showing up at events and then when they had openings on the team, I was contacted. I'm like, "Yes, I want to try out. I want to go through the interview process."
Pick
And
me.
pick me. And they picked me. Yay.
Yay! That's
So
awesome.
I mean, Ashley also got picked at that time, and Ashley's amazing. We're uh, travel buddies, and we share rooms. And so, actually, after our Missouri State Penitentiary visit, our Airbnb would not let us sleep. It was great. I think we both got like 3 hours of sleep that night before we drove home the next day.
That's, we stayed.
Which one did you stay at?
Yeah, I was going to say the one we stayed at was haunted too.
One right by our river. It looked like we were going into the middle of nowhere and that someone was going to come out and murder us before we got there.
Wow.
Oh no!
But then when we got there, it was next to the Osage River, right before it met up with the Missouri, I think. I don't know, wherever that confluence is.
Missouri,
But yeah, it was over there, and then we could see actually the newer Missouri State Penitentiary as we drove through. You could see all the lights and everything from it.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So you're out there near
And romantic.
Bonnet's Mill. And, yeah. Very
Bask in the lights of the pen.
Yes.
I found out that the other end of the Osage River there is actually the beginning of the Lake of the Ozarks.
No way. Okay.
Yeah. That feeds into the Lake of the Ozarks with the dam.
That's really cool.
I think it's Bagnall.
Bagnall Dam, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Huh. That's kind of. I'm like, where does this place go? Or where this? Because I was talking to people down there along the river, and he said, "Oh, the other end is the end's right here, the confluence with the Missouri, and the other end is the Bagnall Lake of the Ozarks." I'm like, "That's cool."
That's not mine this time.
That's mine.
Well,
he decided to take a nap on the bed, so he's fine now.
Well, we stayed at a place called the High Street Retreat.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Turns out that was my second time there, but it was originally a mortuary. And
fun.
It's about 2, maybe 3 blocks away from the
very close to the pen. Yeah.
So it's really, really cool place, and we had a blast. We were playing cards and games with the spirits.
Yeah, that's right. We were.
And they were being very cooperative.
And they won.
That's so much fun. What game did they win?
Trivia.
They won trivia? What?
Yeah.
They read they were. I talked to them and I said, "Look, quit reading the questions before Shaw reads them." Because all of a
they
sudden
were answering before I could read the question.
Yeah.
That's because they're already reading it.
That's why I say, I said, stop reading the things. Let her read the question to us.
You think Ghost is going to be honest and play by the rules? No.
No.
So where else have you been? What else has been going on? It sounds like you guys have been around a lot.
Yeah, so McIntyre Villa, Malvern Manor. We actually have an event up there May 31st. So if you want to join us up there, few tickets left. Malvern Manor is one of my favorites. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun.
I have not gone there yet.
Oh,
we're supposed to have Josh on the show, but he didn't show up.
Oh no, he'll show up next time. It's fine. But I really wanted to spend the night in the nursing home wing, but it was so cold when we went. I think it was January or February. There's no way I would have survived, but if I slept in the nursing home wing. So I slept in the kitchen and I got woken up in the middle of the night to a guy screaming at me. And it was not a real guy.
Make me mad. That'd make me mad.
Look, it was not a real guy. And the other person that was there were 2 other people in the kitchen. One of them, she was sleeping on the other side, snoring. So she's fine. I knew she was asleep. And then the other one, she had her headphones on, her eye mask on. She was cuddled in her blanket. So there's no way that they would have been yelling at me. And then I got up to go to the bathroom and just to see if anybody was awake to see, did a human actually scream? No, everybody was passed out. I'm like, cool. But the next night I slept in the kitchen and I was by myself and I slept so hard that I slept through people arguing, not real people, but people arguing in the upstairs hallway. And it sounded like a man and a woman were having a fight and everybody else heard it all night.
Oh,
but when
God.
we were doing we were doing a session and they actually told me, "You're tired, go to bed."
Rude.
And I'm like, I will admit it. They were like, "We're not doing anything until you go to bed." They were like, "No," and I'm like, "Fine, I'm leaving." And I went to bed. So, and then they got activity after that. But we spent 2 nights in Malvern Manor.
Go to bed. I'll go to sleep.
Yeah, I was like, fine. It's like 2 in the morning anyway. I gotta wake up in a few hours and drive home. Um, of course, the Glore. That's one of our favorite haunts.
What's it called?
The Glore Psychiatric
Glore Psych.
Museum up in St. Joe.
Oh.
Wyeth, do what?
What?
I don't know that one.
Oh
What is
my
it called?
gosh. The Glore Psychiatric Museum.
Oh, I
Yep.
don't know that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we have an event up there also in August with Chris Williams. So
Oh.
tickets are still available for that. So you
What
should,
day?
I think it's 2 weeks after Paracon, so
So about
15th or
16.
16th. Yeah, one
Well,
of
my
those
birthday is
days.
the 18th. I might have
Oh
to
my
do
gosh.
that.
So Chris Williams at Glore, you should go. It'll be fun.
Nice.
I might have to.
Yeah, and then Wyeth Tootle. We
That's a
did that
cool
with
place.
the Wraith Chasers in February. We actually did that
I
on
still haven't met
Valentine's
them yet
Day.
either.
That's a cool place.
Yeah, that
Wyeth
was so much fun. Wandering around that place in the dark and turning the corner and having, animals, stuffed animals just there to scare you. No big deal, right?
Fun times.
Right. Oh yeah. And
Sounds like a
then
blast.
what else I don't know. I've been to a lot of places. Just because that's
That's
what
what
I
you
like
do.
to do.
Because that's
Where
what you do.
Yeah, Wyeth Tootle is where we went. Let's see.
Wyatt Tootle.
Wyeth Tootle. And then the Harris Carney house in Westport. So other side of Kansas City from me, but not very far. That's the place I spent all of October doing tours, and I had Jenny and Shannon and Ashley and a few of our friends there with me that time. And then I've been to the Dillingham house, and there's the Chicago Alton Hotel that's attached to that. Let's see. Vale Mansion, of course. We all know about Vale Mansion.
It's a cool place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That place is amazing.
Oh yeah. I love it. I've never actually investigated the most popular place in Kansas. I'm not gonna
Which
say
one?
it. I'm not gonna say it.
Oz.
No, Evan
Oz.
Atchison.
Oh,
Oh,
the McIntyre?
No, I've been to McIntyre a lot. I love
Sally.
McIntyre.
Oh, Sally House. Yeah.
Now
I've
she's
never
gonna
been
haunt
there.
my dreams tonight,
I'm
guys.
sorry.
She's
I'm
gonna haunt
sorry.
my
I
dreams.
couldn't resist.
That's one of those the Sally House is one of the places I always wanted to go to, but I've heard so many people say they've experienced nothing there, and I'm like,
Yeah.
but the
Well, ghosts
story
are not
is.
circus performers.
Well, no, I
We've
know that.
been
I
there.
know.
They're
And
not?
it was we didn't it was so weird because we had a bunch of stuff happen, but we were very apathetic about it until like we get home and it was like we just were like whatever, and that's not like us. Like 6 weeks later, Jess was like, it's about time that we start going through that evidence. And we start going through, she starts going through, and then we realize we caught all of this crazy stuff. And yeah, it's still one of the weirdest experiences we've ever had as a team. So yeah, I don't know.
As a teen?
As a team.
Oh, I thought you said as a teen. I was like,
No.
try to do the math.
Tell
My
us-
brain ain't
Tell us your
mathing.
weirdest
Oh.
experience as a teen, Pam. We want to know.
I'm still a teen.
Sasquatch. Well, no, you were not a teen then, were you?
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Morgan, I've heard there's actually another place in Atchison that I don't know if you guys are doing it or what, but like a theater or something.
Oh yeah, we just I've seen posts on Facebook about a new theater that they just opened for investigations.
Okay.
I've never been there before. This summer or later this summer, we are going to Sleeper Mortuary, which
Yeah.
will be a great time. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
And then we're going to Indiana State Sanitarium also.
Okay.
And I've watched so many videos on that. Oh man, it's going to be good. And then let's see. Oh, I've been to Harriman Hospital in Harriman, Tennessee. Whew,
That's
that
on
place.
the list.
That's on the list. Yeah, that's on our
Yeah.
list.
Yeah.
And then of course
They've been
Ashmore.
really nice to me.
Ashmore.
Ashmore is
Ashmore
great.
Estates. Oh,
I've never been.
I love.
man.
Oh,
People
Pam,
know that me.
we are going.
Right?
Oh,
I
you
love
will
that
love
place.
it. Yes.
Love it.
So
We're
if
going.
I want to add so many more locations to my list, and you know, I keep just like chipping away at them, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And of course, I want to go to Trans Allegheny, but that's so far away. It's
Yeah.
such a long
So there's a
drive.
lot of them that are on the
That's
East
that's
Coast that are too
Mhm.
expensive
That's
for their own
Yeah.
good.
That's actually closer than Madison.
Oh, what? Oh, because
Trans
you have to
Allegheny,
like
because
travel.
Trans
Yeah.
Allegheny is down on 64, and Madison is up by Cleveland.
Yes.
So and
Cleveland.
yes, Cleveland.
Cleveland.
We went
Up
to
up that way in Cleveland. There's what's that place called? There's a castle up there. I've seen it, but they weren't offering tours or overnights or anything there. But I think they are now, and I can't remember the name of the place.
Ooh.
But it's in downtown, basically downtown Cleveland. It's a
Okay.
cool looking castle.
I
nice.
I'm
Actually,
gonna
want
have
to
to look that
go.
up.
looks like a castle. Yeah, it's pretty wild looking.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. We went to Bell Mansion. That was cool in Fort
That
Myers.
was
Ooh.
amazing.
That's neat. It's an old mortuary. It's pretty cool.
Good times.
It was
It
good.
was great, and it would have been better if you would have gone down to the basement with us, Adrian.
Hey,
Oh, it's called Franklin
I don't
Castle.
know because I really think I push things away.
Well, sometimes, but you know, you
I
never
really think I do
know.
because I have not had a paranormal experience in a long time. I like it that I'll say, wow, that was a paranormal experience. And I
But
think
you
on this
can,
side of
I can
my stuff,
understand
I think I
why.
push everything. I think everything is pushed back away from me.
Do you have
Myself
like a
personally.
big protective boundary around you?
He
It's
is
Yeah,
very
Yeah.
he
I
is
went
the
through I
boy.
Yeah.
went through some badness, and then after I
Okay.
realized, yeah, after I gone on this side of that, I think after I addressed that in my head and in my heart, and actually started investigating again with that different mindset, I've not had any experience.
Oh,
So,
okay.
It's
so I
his.
wonder if I wonder if make things just back off.
you batten down your
Is
hatches.
Adrian in the boy bubble.
Yeah,
No, I found out I need to go like ground myself before things happen. Like I tell people, go touch grass, and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Just go ground yourself for a minute, and
Yeah.
then you'll be fine when you go in."
Yeah.
And I've like that was something I also learned from Ashley, and we did like a whole like grounding session at Ashmore, and then that night was just it was off the chain. It was amazing. So,
That
grounding.
third story at Ashmore. Oh my gosh. I gotta go there
Whoo!
again. I cannot wait.
Yeah, I want to go there again so bad.
Mhm.
And
And with
oh,
fewer people, because I went when Christopher and Philip. I kept wanting to call him
ah,
Adrian. Christopher and Philip St. Booth were there. Christopher. Oh my God, the Booth brothers when they were there.
have you been drinking,
And
Shauna?
oh,
What is in
Here,
your
That
vape?
didn't sound very
it's,
do you need some?
I do. But they had a big, huge crowd there, so it was really hard to get a lot of things without thinking that it was somebody else
oh
saying.
yeah.
So I would really love to go with less people, like my core group, like Adrian and Pam and Ken and Karen and all them. I'd love and Tina, and I would love just to go with the core group and be like, okay, we're gonna go on this floor, y'all go on that floor, y'all go on that floor, and then we can rotate. You know?
group that knows
Yeah.
Be
how
fun.
beaches.
Yeah, that knows how to investigate and knows the boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a deprivation session there, and I think it was one of my favorites other than the Beast, but I'm not going to tell you about the Beast one cuz I want you to go watch it.
I will.
um but oh my
I wrote
gosh,
it. I wrote
it
it
was
down.
great. I love
Deprivation.
yeah.
Deprivation. What did you do for the deprivation?
So
Did they lock you down in the boiler room or something?
no, I was up on the where did they have the auditorium thing? I think on the second floor.
Second
Yeah,
floor.
Second floor.
second floor. So I sat in that area. I just picked a
Okay.
random chair. I was blindfolded. I had the earbuds in, the noise amplification, recording devices, and then we had all our DVR cameras set up. So it was an elaborate setup for that investigation. But oh, man, I just love deprivation, and I've done it at Kansas State Penitentiary. Um, we did it at Missouri State Penitentiary, just a few other places, and
Yeah.
yeah,
I'd
it's
probably fall asleep.
Yeah.
Kansas State Penitentiary. The last time I did it, I was in the Segsea side, and then Elijah was on the other side. Nobody else was really getting anything, and then I sat in there for a little while, didn't really get anything. And then all of a sudden I had something like, do you know the bandana you use over your eyes? And then something just like smoothed back my hair and pulled on my ponytail. And then when Elijah went under also, that's when we were having back and forth conversations. Of course, we didn't know that, but we were having back and forth conversations when we went in deprivation. So
That's
So
wild.
it's
what
fun.
if you see when you see Brian,
Hmm.
Brian Murray,
Yeah.
ask him about the solitary confinement experiment that
Oh.
we all did at I forget the name of the school, but up in Alton area, and they put us in this old. It was an old school, so it was an old freezer, a walk-in freezer. So they locked us in there. They would lock us in there for 30 minutes. I was the last one to do it, and they forgot me.
Oh
Yeah.
I was in
How
there by
could I
myself.
forget you, Ken?
Oh, it was easy because they did it on purpose. But anyway,
Oh my gosh.
I've been friends with him for like 20 years, and he's an awesome
Are
guy.
you sure you've been friends with him?
Well,
Yeah.
at the time, I think he was put up. I think, well, it was one of his other friends. They put me in there. They put the little stick in the hasp, so I couldn't get out. No phone, no lights, nothing. And so I'm just sitting in there, and so I'm like, I'm just doing experiments. But then I'm like, after two, I don't even think it was 2 minutes. I had no idea what time it was. You completely lose track of time. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I've been in here for a long time. I don't know. It could have been years. Who knows? But next thing I see this little light coming from the other room because it was in the cafeteria, and then I was in the kitchen of the cafeteria. So there's nobody in the entire wing of that building. And I come back and they're laughing. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Oh, we're sorry. I said, how long have you been in there? About 45 minutes.
Oh my
They said,
Dang.
we forgot about you.
god.
Yeah.
But yeah, ask Brian
Terrible.
about that one. That was that.
Okay.
I tell you that you're talking about deprivation. That is a very very unique experience to be in solitary. So try it sometime.
I mean, I bet there's a prison I can try it at.
Yeah. You might
There you
know a
go.
place, huh?
I might know a
Okay.
place.
That's so cool. So cool that it's right there too.
Yeah,
Oh
that
yeah,
is
it's
pretty
only
awesome.
like for me it's only a 20-25 minute drive depending on traffic. So it's also nice when you drive home at 1 and 2 in the morning that you don't have to drive very far.
No
So,
joke.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
No
true.
doubt.
Because we're like what 3.5 hours away, I think.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or at
Yeah.
least from Atchison we are. I guess it's a little bit closer
yeah.
to them. Yeah.
Central
Yeah.
spot
Maybe a
for
half an
all.
hour, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, central spot for all of us is Joplin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
because
That's I
I'm in St. Louis and everybody else is down in the corner,
down in the corner.
Yeah.
right?
We're not too far from each other, actually.
No, we're
But all
not.
different states.
Yeah.
I'm 15 minutes. Where me and Pam were the closest.
Yeah. We're
Okay.
like 15
Yeah.
minutes away.
We're
And
about
then,
15 minutes from each
That's not
other.
bad.
no,
Down
Adrian,
the
you're what?
street.
About 3 hours,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then Ken's about 6.
From you guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, about 6. But
Pretty
it's
wild.
fun.
So,
It is fun.
And you're Kansas City area, or are you in Kansas side, Missouri side? What
Um,
Morgan?
I live on the Kansas side.
Okay,
All of us on the team except for one person lives on the Kansas side now. So
okay.
oh.
we got one in
Sweet.
Missouri. But
Okay,
you just say I'll be there in 15 minutes and you'll be at someone's house. We'll be fine.
gotcha. Well, my
It only
daughter
takes
went.
15 minutes to get anywhere.
Right?
There you go.
No joke.
Yeah, my daughter went
Right
to
over there.
Emporia, so I was down in Emporia a lot
Okay.
for about 4 or 5 years, something like that. So it's a nice area. Uh-oh, we
Oh,
lost her.
ooh,
Oh no!
Oh, she's back.
she was at the heck. I don't want to let. She wanted deprivation from Ken. Boof.
That
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. That was kind of weird.
blame
That was weird.
blame me.
I
It's
mean,
my
you
Well,
had a
bad.
couple of weird things going on through here because there was some parts where you were talking about one of the places and you were like freezing.
You're like,
Yeah.
What? Which one? Which place?
Oh God, I can't remember now. It
Okay.
was like in the beginning. I'd have to go back and look. But yeah, you were freezing and it was trying to get everything through. And I'm sitting there going, okay.
remember.
It's
Thought
something.
maybe it was
We,
just connection.
I was really talking, I promise. And
No, we could.
everything is
We
perfect on
no,
my side.
we could hear
Well,
you.
it's been good ever since. That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying. It was
yeah.
kind of weird.
So who came to tap me on the shoulder for a while? I don't
Right?
know.
but we could hear you. It's just that you froze. That's all. We
And I
hear you.
was like,
Yeah.
what was I like?
Well, no, it wasn't.
yeah.
It was.
Yeah. That's
It was
a
like
great,
See, do I
great
fit
moment.
in?
You do.
Yeah.
you fit in just perfectly.
Yep. Yep.
that's
A
funny.
makaka. There you go.
Makaka.
A makaka.
With kaka. Kaka.
Yeah.
K2. There we go.
K2 meters. Oh, yay.
Oh my gosh.
So that's what we're talking
speak-
about. That's a great question.
I was
What is
about
your
ready to say
favorite-
that. There you go.
What is your favorite type of equipment to use?
Oh, I love the Flux device. We just got it in December, I think, and it's my favorite thing to take wherever. It's a yes or no, and it's also a proximity. So it will light up different colors, and then we got our green for yes, red for no, and it works really well at the penitentiary. I also
What if
like.
it goes for colorblind?
Uh,
Just
I
say
got
maybe.
nothing.
He keeps
I got
saying
nothing.
maybe.
I got
So I had
nothing.
to throw that in there because our fellow investigator over there is
Well, then they
colorblind.
would have to respond through a different piece of equipment.
Yeah. I like the tripwire just because it's pretty.
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
um, so
Ooh.
I do
Mm.
like the spirit box, but I can only tolerate it for so long because
That's where
I hate
Katie
the
comes
spirit box.
in.
and
I'm getting a new
yeah,
box from Katie without the
It's
static.
the one.
yeah, we have a few of them without the static, but um, like if I use just like the little ones, we
Mm.
get the static and um, but yeah, I
I
think
always run away from Ken. He's always got his going. I'm like, ah, and I run away.
Run
It's
away!
not Ken. It's that damn thing. Going, ah.
It's a
My
it's
eye
a
starts twitching.
Plotting your
you're like,
demise,
it's a
Adrian.
time bomb.
I see it in his eyes.
It's a time bomb.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So
what
wait a minute.
else?
We got like 5 minutes. And what I need you to tell people
That was
how.
not
I
creepy at
mean,
all.
no,
No,
not
not
at
at
all.
all.
I'm a creepy guy. I need you to tell people an important events coming up, how to contact you, how to contact the team, how to watch all your stuff. This is a selfless plug time. So selfless
Okay,
plug. That
so Facebook
okay,
page,
that's enough. No, go ahead.
the Apex Paranormal. Go like and follow us. We always post. We try to post at least once a day, and they're kind of amusing. Sometimes it's just some of us talking, or we're asking questions, or plugging events. We do have the two May events coming up: the Kansas State Penitentiary on the 30th, and then Malvern Manor on the 31st. Malvern Manor is an overnight. And then we have Kansas State Penitentiary in June. And of course, Paracon and Chris Williams in August. Uh, well, let's see. Instagram page, the Apex Paranormal. Um, YouTube, Apex Paranormal. And then we do have a website. It's apexparanormal.com, and that will actually link to all our Eventbrite events. If you don't use the Book of Face or the Instagrams, you can just go
She
directly
says it
to
like I do.
Look at face. That's
you
right.
can
Look at
just
the
go
face.
directly to the website, and we update it quite frequently, so everything should be up and going on there. If you ever have any questions, email or Facebook Messenger. We're usually pretty quick on answering that. All of us have access to it. It's probably going to be Elijah or Shannon. Sometimes it's me, especially if it's event time. You're probably talking to me if you send us a message saying, I'm going to be late. How do I get in? It's probably going to be me answering. So,
Awesome.
It works.
Well,
yeah.
in the par- in the
That's
par-
awesome.
I was gonna say in the paranormal field, we got 3 minutes yet. Good. What's your favorite thing that you like to do, or
I like
investigate, or whatever?
I like sharing with other people. So, I know some people don't like to do events. I like our whole team loves to do events. I love to do events because I get to meet new people. I get to hear about their experiences, just paranormal and like what's happening in your real life too. I like hearing stories on that. So I'm like not an introvert. Um, so yeah, I think that would be my
I
favorite.
am.
Just
I'm
like
very
making
shy.
the,
I'm
I can tell.
I'm more shy than Adrian.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
But I like making the connections with people. I don't know if that's the teacher side of me, but and then getting to teach people about things because, why not just teach all the time?
Yeah.
Sure,
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
absolutely.
And then of course exploring new places. I love going to new places. I love traveling. So this is very, like it's a very niche community, but we have a lot of things to do and I think more people should join us.
Yes,
Well, we do it. Yeah, there
definitely.
are a lot of things to do, and I
Yeah.
like the fact that you're putting on events because, like, we have Julie in the chat here. She'd always talk about wanting to go and uh, be able to do things she don't have people to go with. So it's great to have events like this, and that's how you meet people going to
Yeah.
Yep.
events like that. So it's fantastic,
Yeah.
and an opportunity to have your first bona fide paranormal experience. So
Yeah.
congratulations,
Exactly.
y'all, and good luck to you guys and all your
Yes.
things. And
Thank you.
we'll
Absolutely.
probably have you back. Maybe Shannon will join us next time. She split us up tonight.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no. She has
don't
a
do
lot
her.
going on. It's okay. It's okay. You
All
got
right.
me and
Yeah, that's
there's
all that
there's a
matters,
lot
right?
of us and hopefully you get to talk to all of us at one time or
Oh,
another. So,
100%. Thank
yeah.
you.
We
Definitely.
will.
This has been
All
great.
right. I'm going to throw you to the green room. Don't go away because we're going to talk a little bit and we'll talk to you again. Okay.
Okay,
Here we
sounds
go.
good.
Morgan.
Bye.
All right. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We're having
Next
another
week
attempt.
we have
Russell
Russell
Reynolds.
Reynolds. Yes.
Yeah. Russell Reynolds. And he was supposed to be like a few weeks back, right?
Yes, he was. And he is for sure going to be there on the 27th. I've already spoke
For
with him.
sure.
So,
Sweet.
for sure he's going to be
For
here.
sure.
For
For sure.
sure.
Good deal.
For
For
sure,
sure.
man.
That's good. That's great. And I've got a couple of people who are wanting to be on the show, which is one of them I'm really interested in because, like me, I'm a medic and they're a medical team, so it'll be fantastic. What are you trying to say, Shauna?
No, I was waiting for you to get done. Are you done?
I'm done. I'm done.
Okay, because I do
All
have
right,
something
bye,
really
everybody.
exciting coming up this Sunday on my podcast. I've got whoever loves horror books and has read James Patterson. If you read a James Patterson book with J.D. Barker, you're going to want to watch this Sunday. It is pre-recorded. It is not live. But if you have questions you want to ask, hit me up on, you can hit me up on A.M.O.K, or you can hit me up on Shaw Wooten or Exploring the Paranormal Perspective. And I'm done.
I got all
Yay.
kinds of questions.
Well, ask. I'll be happy to get them
Tomorrow
to
night
him.
on tomorrow night on
Okay.
Border, tomorrow night
How
on
about
Border
the?
Towns.
It's her turn.
Tomorrow
Her
night
turn.
on Border Town Strange, we're going to be doing Randonautica too. So if you've done any Randonauticas, you had some really weird experiences, make sure that you join us so you can tell us about it and share some
All
pictures.
right. Okay. Here's my biggest question. Can we go now?
I'm done. I'm done.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody. Have a good
bye,
night.
everybody. Thank you.